Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Bleacher Talk Live, SEC Picks, Big Daddy, Jason Shelton, Stick, all on the show today. We're short Jimmy Musgrove. I don't know what we're going to do about that, but only time will tell. Maybe he'll jump in here in just a minute. So pretty big week last week for the Jason Shelton. Picking the Mike Tyson fight. And what's Jimmy's got a misunderstanding, I think. Don't you think, Shelton?
I believe he does.
Yeah.
I don't think he understands the sport of boxing.
Right. And I said if you get the round right, that's going to be 2 points. If you get the fight right, you get 3. So it's total 5 points.
Right.
He keeps throwing 3 around.
Yeah.
And I think I know why. I think
because then he would be tied with yours truly.
That's what I come up with. I don't know. It could be right, could be wrong, but yeah, it would definitely tie you guys up based off what he sent to me. But anyway, let's go over some picks. Without him in here, I got it. If you got 5 points, you would just be 1 point behind him. But somehow he had something different. So I don't know. I don't know what to do there. I went over it all this morning. You're finished. Just we're going by the SEC scores. You finished at 89, and he's at 95. I don't know where I messed up. I may have messed up, but I was going to wait and get him on here and let him explain what he's got. But you're going to get you 5 points, Shep.
Yeah.
You know. There's Matt Colley on the show, said Roll Tide, let's get it. Matt, you may have to fill in and pick all of Jimmy Musgrove's picks today. That's just part of it. That's the way it's going to go. So let's get the ball rolling. Last week, Texas taking on Arkansas. Everybody got a point on that one. But let me see if I can find my paper here. Where did I write down the scores? I think right here. No. I wrote it all down, guys, and I don't have it on me. So give me a minute. Give me a minute. It's not funny, Stick.
It is because your producer's not on today.
Yeah, I know. I know. Oh, I wrote it down right there. It's right here. It's right in front of
me. I want to point something out.
Go ahead.
You know, this little love fest between you and
hang on.
And he sits there and wears Tennessee gear, and you're all about it, right?
Yeah.
And then they lose.
Yeah.
That's twice. That's twice this year.
He's what? 2 for 3, making them.
He is trolling you, and you are allowing him to.
Yeah, I know. And look, it's just one of those things. I get trolled all the time, man. I've learned to accept it. That's just something I do. He's also been picking Texas A&M every week, trying to get them to lose as well.
Yeah, and it only worked one weekend.
Yeah, that's right. So Texas taking on Arkansas last week is 20-10. Jason Shelton, I believe you had the closest score, 35-17.
Typical.
Everybody got a point, but you get 2. Okay. Louisiana Monroe taking on Auburn. The score was 48-14. Stick gets that one right. Said 45-10. Give him 2 points. Kentucky taking on Murray State. Score was 48-6. I was the closest with a 42-17 pick. Bama taking on Mercer. 52-7 was the score. Jason Shelton was the closest. He said 52-7, a direct hit. Wow.
Woo!
You know what? May be worth an extra point.
I was thinking 5.
You know,
I was thinking 5.
Yeah, just put you a point or 2 over Jimmy. You know what I mean? I'm weighing, since I'm the host and I kind of make this up as I go. I'm kind of weighing the options on that. You know,
might as well call it 10.
And I was like, I made it say you won the whole season.
Yeah. Has anybody else had a direct
Well,
score
and
hit?
what's funny about that is like that one to me is harder to pick than
Yeah.
one that's a close game. You know,
Right.
because you just never know what they're going to do.
And if you go back and look at that video from last week, I had to ask because somebody picked before me
Stick,
and they picked 52-10.
yeah, stick.
And I went, yeah.
You
So,
changed it and went 52-7. So you
yeah.
really Stick needs 2 points off of your 10 just for
Okay, he
kind
can
of
have.
baiting you.
I'll
Yeah.
take 8. Fine.
All right, so moving right along, we got LSU. Hey, what about that game? LSU at Florida. Florida stepping up big right there. They're finally establishing themselves with a 27-16 win over the LSU Tigers.
Wow.
Jimmy Musgrove was the closest, got 1 point because we all picked LSU, scores 28-20. That makes that Baton Rouge win for Alabama look a little bit worse.
Yeah.
Mizzou taking on South Carolina. We all picked South Carolina, I do believe. Score was 37-30, but Jimmy was the closest, got 2 points. He had a pretty big week. Tennessee at Georgia. Jimmy was the only one that picked Georgia to win. He got 2 points, 35-32 was his score. 31-17. Turns out there's 2 halves to a ball game. Tennessee said, you know, we're just going to play that first one, and we'll take a second half off. You know, defense. You got one?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's got some horns.
You going to pop him? Oh.
Let's get him on camera. Let's shoot him. Let's get him on camera.
Brandon, you're supposed to whisper.
Oh, shoot him, Stick. He's running off.
Dick, not too. Oh,
you're gonna miss him.
It's too late.
Hey, hey, there he goes. Right now. I got him stopped. Dang it. That's
dude. That was earnings booster like crazy.
Yeah, I know. If you would have had Zoe with you, you'd let her shoot that, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She needs to get up there in the stand or get up there next to you over there somewhere. Moving right along, where was we at? Yeah, Jimmy got the pick on that one. He gets 2 points.
What was that? What was that game again?
It was 31-17 Georgia over Tennessee. I know you.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah. You want me to do it again?
I noticed you ain't got no Tennessee stuff on today.
Mm-mm.
You're not even showing the orange walls.
Yeah, they're playing UTEP today. You know, I'm kind of in a depression right now. So, Texas A&M took on New Mexico State. Score was 38-3, and Stick got that one the closest, 35-10. Not bad, Stick, on that one. You get 2 points. So at the end of the day, Stick had 7, I had 7, Shelton had 8, I had 10. And that puts the score, me at 103, Jimmy at 95, Shelton at 89, and Stick at 78. And then you give you the 5 points that puts you for the Mike Tyson fight. That's going to put you at the right 94. That's just what I got right now. We'll have to work out the discrepancies between me and Jimmy's score later. Stick's got 78. You got 94. Jimmy's got 95. I got 103. So I don't know if I missed one somewhere or what, but it is what it is. All right, moving right along. We got a big week this week. Only a couple big key games I'm seeing this week on the SEC schedule. The Texas A&M Auburn is kind of a big one. It's at Auburn. It's a big one for Texas A&M. You never know what could happen there. Bama at Oklahoma could be a wash up. Now, we ain't picked yet, Bubba. You can get in here and pick. And then, let's see. Vandy at LSU. Really no one cares about that one. There was one more I thought. Who was it? Kentucky at Texas? Surely not. I guess that was it. I guess the Auburn game and Bama game is the only one that's really a factor. Texas and Kentucky could be a factor, but I don't think Kentucky's going to be.
It could be because Texas and Texas A&M play next week, and it's the first time in a decade. So they could be looking past who they're playing tonight.
That very, very much could be a factor in today's game. So starting out, Ole Miss at Florida, that's a pretty good little game. Ole Miss, Florida in the swamp, just come off a big win over LSU. Was it LSU? Was it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now they got Ole Miss at home, and I like it. I like where Florida's going. I like their coach. I like how they're giving him a shot. I know he started out rough, but they haven't given up on him, and I think it's going to motivate him and the players. I'm going to pick first. I'm going to go with the upset in the swamp. Florida over Ole Miss 35-28. Heard it here first.
That's only because you went first.
That's right. Stick, what do you got, big dog?
Give me Ole Miss 28-17.
Okay. That's respectable. Matthew Colley, you need to pick for there it is. He's on point.
He's on it.
He's on
ready.
it.
He had it typed. He just ready to hit enter.
That's right. 27-21, Florida.
Ooh.
I like it, Colley. I'm with you. Shelton, what you got?
I don't know that Ole Miss is much of a road team either, but they are hyped after last week. But I guess I'm going to go with – let me go with Ole Miss 21-17.
And Lane Kiffin's been known to mess a bed when he's got opportunity. Yeah. He's kind of like Josh Heupel,
Right.
When they get opportunity, they known to mess a bed.
Yeah, get everybody hyped up, and then
Yep, that's right. All in the bed. Georgia at UMass.
Ooh. What's up with playing UMass?
Actually, UMass at Georgia. Stick, what you got, man?
I might have to go with the Minutemen. What do you think?
Well, they got a, 6-string offense with a whip structure.
Yeah, give me Georgia. It's gonna be 52-7.
Yeah,
52-7.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
50-3 or something like that, Jason.
Stick again be the reason they Shelton gets the perfect pick. Matthew Colley 55-10.
Yeah,
Georgia. That's a good pick.
I'm gonna go even better. I don't think UMass is going to score. I'm going to say 52-0.
There you go, Stick. Yes. All right, Tennessee, UTEP at Tennessee. I've got Tennessee winning that one 52-3. Stick, what you got?
God, they let me down big. They let me down big last week.
It's actually, they did me too, brother.
I talked them up big.
Did. And it started out, and I thought, man, Stick may be on point.
I know, but it's going to be
I think the agenda, I think it's all about the agenda.
I'm going to say 45-3.
45-3.
Yeah.
Colley said 48-14. Shelton?
35-10.
35-10. Ooh. And that's a respectable pick because Tennessee's offense is, they've been known to work the way down the field, fumble, turn it over.
They're shaking.
Yeah, they are. They got a lot of work to do. They do. Texas at Kentucky. Shelton, you go ahead. Or Kentucky at Texas, rather. Sorry.
Yeah. I was really shocked at how close the game was last week.
Yes. Yeah. And see, that's what I'm saying. Arkansas. Was it Arkansas? No, who was it?
Yeah, it was Arkansas.
It was Arkansas. So, when you look at this whole playoff thing and you look at credible wins for whatever team, Texas, their most credible win is at Arkansas.
Yeah, which stinks when you look at the top 10
Right.
and Texas is up there. It's bullcrap.
Yeah, and so Tennessee's biggest downfall is their loss to Arkansas. So how can the loss to Arkansas be Tennessee's biggest downfall, but yet be Texas's credible win?
Yeah.
So, but anyway, moving right along, Matthew Colley's done through his pickup there. Says 30 to
Oh, well.
24.
Yeah, I'm going.
Kentucky.
I still think Texas is going to win.
Right.
Let's see. Y'all say hi to the young man straight out of boot camp.
Yes, sir. What's up, big dog? Looking sharp, man. I like that buzz cut.
I don't know if he don't like it.
He don't like it. I like it, dude. You look good. Looking good.
Yeah, he looking sharp. I'm gonna say Texas is going to pull it out again. Here, you can talk to Mom, Will. Texas is going to pull it out. I'm gonna go 28 to 14. Thank you, Matthew.
Yeah, that is awesome. Congratulations there, Shelton. 21 to 10 is what I said. Texas over Kentucky. Stick.
23-14 Texas.
23-14. They're gonna get 3 touchdowns and a safety. Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Shelton, you got a.
Yeah,
Shelton,
I got you. Yeah. There we go.
All right, good. All right, so South Carolina at Wofford. However how you say that. Or Wofford at South Carolina. Keep doing that.
Yeah.
I've got it. Stick, go ahead. You go first.
What?
Will wants to pick something.
Oh,
He wants to make
I'll
a
go
pick?
with-
he does.
I'll go with South Carolina, 42 to 7.
42 to 7?
Yeah.
All right. Collie, what you got, South Carolina, buddy?
A&M over Auburn. We are
He said A&M over Auburn.
Yeah, give me a score.
Score. What score?
34-17. Oh, that's a pretty good pick.
Yeah. That's a good pick. We'll keep that in there.
Yeah.
Florida over Ole Miss.
Whoa. He gets one
I like
pick.
No, let him go. Let him go. Florida over Ole Miss.
Florida, what's the score?
Ooh, 26-20 Florida.
I like it. I like it. I'm on the same page with him.
See, I had to send him to boot camp and stop stealing all my good stuff.
Matthew Colley said 31 to 10.
Oh, I don't know about that,
South
Matthew.
Carolina over Wofford. Yeah.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, it is.
It's going to be one of the biggest beatdowns in Columbia, South Carolina. 55 to 3. Wolford.
I said
No.
I said 49 to 7 South Carolina. Go Gamecocks. What you got, Steve? You done pick?
Yeah,
Okay, my bad. 42 to 7 is what you said.
Yeah. 42 to 7.
La Tech at Arkansas. Let Shelton go.
Arkansas and Law Tech at Arkansas. I'm going to say 33 to 17.
I got Arkansas over La Tech 42 to 10. Stick.
28-17.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. And Kylie, what you got? Arkansas La Tech. He said 32 to 20.
Oh, you dog.
Mizzou at Mississippi State. There where they get the cowbells going. I'm going to say 45-28. Mizzou, think they pull away late in the game. Mississippi State's got a pretty good offense, but they just have zero defense. That's why I went that route. Stick, what you got?
35-10 Mizzou.
35 to 10. All right. Collie, get your pick up there. While he's doing that, Shelton, you go ahead.
So, more cowbell, please. He got Mizzou 37-24.
Collie says 37-24 Mizzou.
How's that math work?
See, 3 touchdowns and a field goal for Mississippi State, and then I guess 2
Yeah.
touchdowns, 2 field goals. Put you at what? 14, 20.
Five
Yeah.
touchdowns and a safety.
2 extra points or two
true.
2
Yeah.
point conversion.
Yeah, there you go. There
Do
you
it.
go.
I'm going with Mississippi State for the upset. 33 to. Actually, let me do 34 to 20.
I didn't
What'd you
get
say?
that last, so 28.
34-28.
28. That's what I was thinking in my head. I didn't even hear it, but I got it right.
Yeah.
I figured that's what you'd go with. All right. A&M at Auburn, big game there for Texas A&M. They need to keep. I mean, they got a good shot getting in the SEC championship, and definitely a good run to get in the playoffs. So, Stick, what you got?
Well, every time I pick Texas A&M, they lose, so I'm going with Texas A&M.
Thanks, Dick.
No, they win. Only Kentucky does me that way. Yeah, Texas A&M is going to beat them. I say it's going to be a low-scoring game though, like 21-10.
Oh man, you're right there with me. Collie, what you got? Texas A&M? He said 23-20 Auburn. Ooh,
Yeah.
slap in the face to Shelton there.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. As much
right.
trash as I talk about
That's
Tennessee and Alabama,
right. That's right.
I'd love to talk about Auburn, but they're just not that good.
This is almost like it's like making fun of a handicap or something. You know what I mean? At this point, it's not good.
Obviously, I'm going with the boys from College Station, Gig'em, and the score is going to be 28-12.
Wow, I said 28-10 Aggies. So we got that. We're all around that one. Hook 'em Aggies.
No.
Hook
Yeah.
'em Aggies.
Bama at Oklahoma. I think is it you first this time, Stick, or no, Shelton?
Yeah. Obviously, Bama. I just don't think that if Auburn beats A&M, the SEC is going to – it's already fun.
Yeah, it's crazy right now.
Which, again, A&M only has 1 loss in the SEC, but are behind Texas, behind Ole Miss, behind Tennessee, behind Bama. It don't make any sense. Whatever.
Well, we'll go over that here in just a minute.
Yeah. Again, Bama is going to win 35-14.
You suck, man. I said 35-17 Bama over Oklahoma. What you got, Stick?
I got 42-17.
And then look at this. Collie comes in with a 40-17.
Yeah.
Bama. So we're all around it. Now, no doubt Oklahoma scoring 17 or 14 points. It's going to be around in there. That's what we got. Moving over to Vandy at LSU. Okay. In Baton Rouge. I got that pick first, so I'm going to say LSU pulls it out 28-17, making that Alabama loss look even worse.
Wow.
What you got, Stick?
I'm going with the Nashville Yacht Club.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
17-10.
Wow. Low scoring. Be an exciting ball game. Sometimes those defensive games can be pretty exciting.
Yeah. Especially if there's snow on the ground.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Collie, what you got, son? LSU Vandy. Go ahead, Shelton, while I'm waiting on him.
Even though their feelings are hurt, I'm going with LSU 28-20.
20 and
28-21.
20. Collie says 33-27 LSU. There we go. There's our picks for next week. We'll see how it all pans out.
I said upstairs. I don't know. Ask Chase.
So,
Sorry.
are you all right? I wanted to go over something real quick. So let's look. Everybody's talking about this strength of schedule. Georgia's had the worst strength of schedule than anybody, and blah 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 blah. And I hear all that, and I hear Texas A&M. The worst schedule out there, as far as strength wise goes, is Texas. Man, they have had the easiest road, and not to discredit Texas A&M, they've had a fairly decent, easy schedule as well. Georgia has played Clemson, Tennessee Tech, Kentucky, Alabama. That's their first tough test. Okay. Clemson, yeah, not really, in my opinion. But Alabama was a tough test and they lost. Okay. Auburn, not really. Mississippi State, not really. Texas, really don't know if that's a tough test because they haven't played anybody. Florida, Tennessee played Florida. Ole Miss, they lost. Tennessee, they beat Tennessee. That's probably their most credible win right now. And I mean, based off what I'm saying, they say Texas was a big credible win. I just don't know that Texas is really that good. I think Texas A&M is going to expose Texas for what they really are. Tennessee, on the other hand, Chattanooga, nobody. NC State, nobody. Kent State, nobody. Played Oklahoma at home. Nah, I guess you'd call that a decent, credible win. I don't know. Arkansas, they lost. Florida, not really that good. Alabama, decent, credible win. Kentucky, not really. Mississippi State, not really. And then Georgia, they lost. Okay, so then you got Bama, Western Kentucky, no. South Florida, no. Wisconsin, no. Georgia, yeah, they won that game. Vandy, they lost. South Carolina, won by 2 points. Tennessee, they lost. Missouri, not really. LSU, pretty decent, credible win at Baton Rouge, and then Mercer. You got Texas over here, though. Listen to this. Colorado State, Michigan, Utah State or whatever, Louisiana Monroe, Mississippi State, Oklahoma, Georgia, their biggest test, and they got blown out of the water, and then Vandy. I mean, and they barely won that one. Didn't win big over it. What was the Vandy, 20-10 or so? I can't remember.
Yeah, it was a close one.
Mm-hmm.
No, Vandy should have won that game.
Yeah. So
Vandy lost that game. Texas didn't win it. That's
right.
That's for dang sure.
So now you got Texas A&M, Notre Dame. That's a big game right at the start of the season. They lost, but it was close. Okay, my niece State. They won that. Florida, not really that great. Bowling Green, no. Arkansas, no. Missouri, no. Mississippi State, no. LSU, decent, credible win. South Carolina, they lost big. New Mexico State, no. All right, so now Ole Miss, they got Furman, no. MTSU, no. Wake Forest, no. Georgia Southern, no. 4 games they started the season. No, it's not credible. Then their first big challenge, Kentucky, they lost. Okay. South Carolina, decent, credible win. LSU, they lost. Arkansas, no good. Georgia, biggest credible win. They got one big credible win, and that's it. Okay. So I don't know how SEC is going to figure all this out. I think when it comes to SEC championship, Georgia gets the shoe in because I feel like they do have more credible wins, or at least their losses are more credible, right? So they lost to Tennessee, who's only got 2 losses, and they lost to Alabama, who's only got 2 losses. Tennessee lost to Arkansas, who's got 5 or 6 losses. And then Bama lost to Vanderbilt, who's got a bunch of bad losses. Texas A&M and Texas are going to work themselves out. One of them's going to be in, I think, because they just had a easy schedule and they're going to end up with 1 loss. But it could change. Anything could happen. But I think Texas A&M will be in the SEC championship. That's just my prediction. Matthew Colley said SEC is getting into something they are not going to be able to handle. I think Georgia, Tennessee, Bama, Texas, and A&M. He said Bama twice. I don't know if he plans on putting Bama in there twice or what he's doing, but it's just
He is a Bama fan.
Todd said, "What are you three trying to be?"
Speaking
Yeah,
of trolls,
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know. Well, we're. I tell you what, we're trying to be. Um, three guys talking about SEC football. So there you go.
pretty sure it was in a title too, right?
Who? Yeah, it is. It says
Yeah.
SEC. It says
Oh.
SEC picks in there, something like that. Yeah, and Sticks.
Maybe
Sticks
we
trying
have to put deer hunting in the title.
to,
too.
yeah. Oh, man.
And when
But
Jimmy's on building houses, or
Right.
carpenter. Yeah,
Right. We'll mix it up. You never know what we're going to be doing.
that's
But
right.
that's my thoughts on everything. I don't know. We got. No, didn't mean to say Bama two times. I know you didn't, Matthew. I was just giving you a hard time. But yeah, it's. I believe you're right. Georgia, Tennessee, Bama, Texas, Texas. I don't really want to even put Texas in that. I think Texas A&M, Bama, Georgia, and Tennessee. I really think that's your four, and they just need to have a playoff for the championship.
I think one reason why the Horns are given some of the, I guess, there's some appeal is because of the Michigan game, even though Michigan is not that good.
Terrible. They're terrible.
But it happened so early in the season.
Right.
I think that's the only reason why they're given.
Well, it has.
Given.
It
Yeah.
has to be. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the only credible win they got right now. But I would say Vandy win is more credible than Michigan win.
Yeah, definitely more of a test.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but whatever, it is what it is. That's what we got. In my opinion, Georgia probably be at the top, and then you got Tennessee, Bama, and Texas A&M all even right there. So.
So one other point, and of course I'm an Aggie fan, but A&M beat LSU in LSU.
Right,
At
but
night.
so did Bama.
Well, that's true, but
Yeah.
nobody cares about Alabama.
That's why I give them a tie, and then I got Tennessee in there with them because they're the only team you're going to find that's had to play Tennessee and Alabama both and come out ahead in one of them.
Yeah,
Everybody talks about strength of schedule, for Georgia and Alabama, but Georgia and Alabama don't have to play themselves. Tennessee has to play both of them suckers every year, and it's tough. And if you can come out 50% in that, that's saying a lot, But I think if Tennessee plays Georgia at home, they win. I really do. But that unfortunately you can't have both those teams at home same year.
What's hurting all of them is none of them's consistent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No,
100%.
there's none of them consistent.
The only consistent thing Tennessee had going was their defense until Georgia. They scored 31 points on them. But Tennessee hadn't allowed over 20 points the entire
19's all they have.
Yeah. And then they allowed Georgia to run up 31 points on them. Bama beat the number one team at the time, Georgia. Bama wins out. Bama is in, I believe. Yeah. I mean,
they are. It's already a fact that if Bama wins out,
I still don't understand it though, because you can beat the number one team
well,
at the time, but then lose to Vandy, who's going to have a worse record than anybody Georgia's played and lost to. But I know Bama's got the head-to-head on Georgia. I get it, but Tennessee's got the head-to-head on Bama. Okay,
yeah.
And then Georgia's got the head-to-head on Tennessee, and then Texas A&M has not played Bama, Georgia, or Tennessee. So how do you figure this out? I don't know. But that's why we make what we make doing what we do, and the other guys make the big bucks. So and either way you go, there's going to be a bunch of pissed off people. 100%.
Yeah, that's right.
Texas A&M has to win out for them to be considered.
Yeah, absolutely. And Tennessee, they can win out and still not be considered. I'm just telling you, I know how it works out for Tennessee, and they're going to have to earn it. And they can't make the mistakes. They can't lose the games they should. They've been in the slump for so many years. you're not going to go out there and be able to lose to Arkansas and get anything done. You're going to have to go out there and win the games you're supposed to win. If you lose one, you're not. Alabama can lose a game they're not supposed to win and still get in because of the history. Georgia can too. Tennessee's not going to be able to do that.
That's all coming by the wayside, though.
Yeah. It's still got to pan out. We still got to play the rest of the season. Tennessee very well go to Vandy and lose. I mean, and then
Is that Vandy?
yes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. It is, and that's what I'm saying. And the way their defense played against Georgia, the way Georgia was utilizing those tight ends to move the ball down the field, Tennessee better figure something out right there, because you guarantee you Vanderbilt's going to be using tight ends and those little underneath passes and stuff to work the ball down the field. They're going to have to figure something out. But if
Do
I
y'all feel like coaches stick to the game plans too long sometimes?
yes, absolutely,
Man,
yeah.
it really gets under my skin.
Like when those tight ends start eating us up, hey, let's change
Yeah,
something. Let's
right.
start keying those suckers, make him utilize those receivers one-on-one now.
Yeah.
But I think the Georgia was running a little bit of a tempo, and the crowd and the defense started, and then they sank. I mean, Nico played one of his better games. The quarterback did. But in the second half, he wasn't on the field. Georgia worked it down the field. They had the ball most of the second half, So,
yeah.
Credit to Georgia. They had a good game plan, and they knew they would. They got a good coach out there, and the main thing they got is freaking talent. They got a lot of talent on that team. But I reckon that's it for the show today, guys. I appreciate y'all jumping in here. I know it's aggravating to do this on a Saturday at 10, but hey, I appreciate it, and I love you guys. God bless you.
Yep.